Today we're going to discuss taking the third grade writing test for Access. Here are some things to know. First through third grades write their responses, while fourth through 12th grades type their responses. All grade levels have 3 parts. The responses are not scored by the English language teacher, but by WIDA, the company who makes the test. The goals for writing. We want students to have extended written responses, use academic vocabulary, and to organize their response. We would like for students to use the entire testing time. Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So today we are going to look over this response and we're going to kind of work through it together. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to read the top part to you. These students used milk cartons to build a model of their town. The pictures show how they collected all the milk cartons and made their model. So do you see how each of these are labeled?
Yeah.
Okay. So can you just take a minute and look through like what this picture, and etc.? The teacher is allowing individual think time. Are you good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So can you tell me what the pictures are? Like what are they doing in the pictures? The teacher is checking for understanding of the pictures. Visuals is always a great resource to use with your EL students.
They're drawing milk cartons and they're cutting them out or something like that.
Mhm.
And they're like using tape and glue to put them together, and then they're making a city.
Yeah, they're making a city. So when they said model, did you know what that meant? A model of their town?
Like a picture?
Yeah, like a picture, except they're building it. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to read this to you. So this is what their writing response would be. Okay. And we're not going to write the whole thing today. Okay. So it says, write a report about how the class built a model of their town. In your report, explain each step the students took. Write about how each step helped the students reach their goal. Okay? Can you tell me what the question's asking you to do? The teacher is checking to make sure that the student understands the question.
To write about how they did the thing and made their town.
Okay. Are they asking you to go step by step or just tell one big thing?
Step by step.
Step by step, yeah. So they want you to tell it in a certain order.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? What order would you tell it in?
This, first this, then this, then this, and then this.
Those are really good transition words you use. First this, then this. Those are great words. So when you write a report, we need to write it in the correct order. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what they're asking. So here I have some puzzle pieces. I have 3 puzzle pieces. Can you put these in order for me? Here we are seeing if the student understands the order and can connect it to the writing prompt. Great. So can you tell me why this is first?
Because you need the jam to put on the bread.
Okay, so first we get out the ingredients. Okay, then what happened next?
Then you put the jam and the peanut butter on the bread.
Okay, and then what happens?
You fold it and you eat it.
You fold it and you eat it. Did this go in order
Yeah.
or a sequence? Do you know what the word sequence means? Sequence is an order. So it was first, second,
third.
Good job. Or like our picture, A,
B, C, D.
Okay, perfect. How about this one? Can you put these in sequence or in order? Awesome. Can you tell me why you did it that way?
Because first you need the seeds to plant it. Then it starts growing.
Okay.
And then it finally grows.
Good. So these are both in order or sequence, and you told me briefly about each. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Is that exactly what the question's wanting you to do?
Yeah.
Let me reread the question. Write a report about how the class built a model of their town. In your report, explain each step the students took. Write about how each step helped the students reach their goal. So they're wanting you to explain each and every what?
Step.
Yeah, something similar to this, but obviously it's a report. So will it have to be longer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what I've done today. We have 4 little boards. We're going to do something of like a pre-write. Do you know what a pre-write is?
No.
You don't know? Do you know what the word pre means? Do you ever help cook at home?
No.
You don't ever help cook? Have you ever made cookies before or a cake?
No.
No? What about a pizza?
No.
Oh, no, you've never made any of that. The teacher tried to connect to background knowledge and was not successful. But linking to prior knowledge or background knowledge really helps an English language student. Well, in order to make those things, we have to turn our oven on. It's called preheating our oven, okay? So before we bake our cookies, we have to turn our oven on. Because if we didn't, would our cookies bake? No. So before we write, we have to pre-write, okay? So do you think you'll write a big, long report on these, or do you think we'll just jot down some notes?
Some notes.
Some notes. So this is going to be our pre-write. And I put it in what order?
A, B, C, D.
A, B, C, D, because that's the order we need to do what?
The carton, or the town.
Yeah, that's the order that they want us to tell it in, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So, which color would you like? Perfect. We're not going to write a whole bunch of stuff, okay? That's for the report. That's for our actual response. We're going to jot down our notes, okay? So we have to explain how each step the students took helped them reach their goal. So part A. Can you tell me what is happening in part A?
They're drawing milk cartons.
They are, yeah, they're drawing on the milk cartons. That is good. Can you just write that down? You don't have to write in a full, complete sentence because we're pre-writing. We're not actually writing the report. The teacher asked the student to speak the response instead of just writing. This allows for extra time for processing. I love that you just looked up here to see how to spell the word milk because you knew it was in the response. That was a great job. Okay, so that's our first step, right? What comes after A?
B.
B. So what is happening in this picture? Can you tell me with your words?
They are putting them together.
They are collecting all of the...
Milk cartons.
Can you put that down? The student misidentified step A, but it was a great teachable moment. This shows why pre-writing is very important. And I love, again, how you looked up in that passage to make sure that it was spelled correctly. That's a great job. Now, I want you to go back to A. Now that you're really looking at picture B, what are they doing in picture A?
They're making milk cartons.
Are they making them or are they making, what are these big things that they're doing?
Boxes.
They're getting
Boxes.
to put the,
Milk cartons together.
yes. So this one, instead of saying they're drawing milk cartons, what do we need to say?
They're making milk cartons.
They're making boxes
Milk cartons.
to put the milk cartons in. Awesome. So we're going to go back and fix that. And that's why we pre-write. Because we just realized our A wasn't exactly what we thought. They are drawing milk cartons on, but they're actually making the boxes to collect the milk cartons. So do you see, if we wouldn't have done like a pre-writing strategy, we would have missed that first step, right? But you realize that I could see your brain turning of, oh, they're actually doing something different in part A. Great job. So what happens in part C?
They're taping them and gluing them together.
Okay, so they are they're putting them together. And I like how you use the details of the pictures that you saw. Can you put that down for me? However you want to word that. Great job. So here you said they're actually doing the work, correct? Okay, so can you put that back in order so we have the right sequence? And then what is happening in part D in the picture?
They stacked their cups and they made their town.
Yeah, they stacked, you said their cups, but what actually?
Milk cartons.
They stacked their milk cartons and they made their town. So can you put that for part D? We reread the question to see if we answered all parts of the question. This allows the student to make sure we answered the question correctly and that we actually answered what was being asked. Okay, so let's put it back in order. Okay, good job. So the question was, in a report, explain each step the students took to help them reach their goal. Now, is this a report?
No.
No. What is this? What did we call that earlier?
I forgot.
It's okay. It's a pre-write. We do this before we write, so we get our ideas down. Do you think it would be easier now to write a report because we have all of our ideas in order and we're ready to go?
Yeah.
Yes, I do too.
Practicing with your student. Take a homework assignment and extend the original work. Read a book together and ask them to use 5 words from the story to rewrite the ending. Watch a small part of a movie or show and have the student organize what they watched in chronological sequence. Ask your student to make a schedule of their school day. Then ask them to turn their schedule into full, complete sentences and add details. These are all great ways to practice at home.